Mac Pro hard drive upgrade. Good afternoon, everybody. Colin here with IOPReviews.com, and I will be upgrading the hard drive, and not my MacBook Pro that's right here, but my Mac Pro. But I am actually taking the excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold still. I'll be taking the hard drive from here, putting it in this adapter right here, which there's a top to it, but it's over there, and putting it in my Mac Pro because this hard drive is a 750 gigabyte regular hard drive with 8 gigabytes of SSD space on it for the boot drive and the commonly used files. So I'm going to take you along the way. I'm going to go ahead and take this hard drive out, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, the IC dock adapter is closed with the hard drive in it, as you may be able to see right there. So we are now going to take this and pull out one of the drive bays in my MacBook or my Mac Pro, and I'm actually going to take bay 1 and move the bay 1 hard drive to bay 3 and move this to bay 1, and then bay 2 and 3, bay 3 is going to have 160 gigs partitioned for Windows, and then the rest of the 1 gig will be for storage. And then bay 2 is going to be 160 gigs of storage that's just going to remain in there because I don't feel like taking it out and I have no need to. And then this is going to be the Mac boot drive. Okay, so you guys are going to get kind of the up high camera angle, so I don't have to stop what I'm doing every 5 seconds to adjust the camera. So I'm just going to leave the camera rolling right there and go ahead and open it up. Don't really want to scratch the outside of my cover. So first, I'm going to take bay 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clone the hard drive instead of reinstalling, because that'll take like 3 hours. So I'm just going to take this drive and unscrew it. Sorry if the back of my chair is in the camera, I can't really see it. But I have, because I have the chair turned around, I don't think, yeah, it's not. So I'm just going to unscrew this. I'm not going to do it on top of the computer because that'll scratch it. You may not be able to see me. I'm right off to the side. Didn't think that screwdriver was going to cut it for a second, but it will. Barely. I don't want to strip any of the screws out for later. Oops. Some of these rubber gaskets to keep it, I guess, from vibrating on this metal. Sometimes some of them will pop out, like that one almost did, because there's one on. It goes. There's a spacer in the middle, so it's one gasket, but it goes on both sides. So we're gonna take that hard drive and put it right there. Go ahead and take the IC dock and put this on. Now what this does is there's connectors inside with a board that connects it to these connectors. Hold on, let me make sure you can see that okay. Yeah, so it connects it to these connectors. So basically you put your hard drive in there and it converts it to just like what a regular 3.5-inch bay drive would be. It's pretty much the same, just this is plastic and it's got a smaller hard drive in it. So I'm going to screw it to the carrier. Everything looks like it should match right up. Sorry about that. And tomorrow I will be doing a RAM upgrade. I'm getting 2 gigs of RAM that's going to go right in that other slot down there. And it would help if I screw the right direction, because this is one of those weird screwdrivers. And for some reason, oh, that was normal. There we go. Okay. So I'm not going to cut any of this out or anything like that. I'm just going to be an as it go. It's just going to be an as it goes thing. The other one should go faster because there's nothing to unscrew. And then I'll go ahead and pause the video, plug it back up, and I'll clone the drive, which you'll probably see that. It won't be like screen capture or anything, obviously. Because I'll probably do it from... Yeah, I'll probably do it from recovery. I'm going to erase this drive and clone the other drive to that. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Actually, I don't need a clone. Okay, so that worked. I don't need a clone recovery because I have a backup recovery thing on a on another thumb disk that I made from the Apple recovery maker thingy that they have. You can Google it. It's on their website. So I'm just going to screw this 1 terabyte drive on. Go ahead and we'll boot her up. And go into recovery and clone the drive. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so the camera's kind of off to the side and zoomed in. Right now I'm going to boot it up. And a little tip, if you have excuse me, if you have a wireless keyboard, you have to wait till during or after right after the bong to hold down Option to get to the menu. And it may be on the other screen actually, so I'll adjust accordingly. So hold down the button, Option, to go into the boot menu. Yeah, it's going to be on this screen actually, so you won't be as far away. Sorry about the reflection. Try to get it up in there. Obviously I can't screen cap this. I skipped forward past the boot menu so you don't have to wait. Okay, it's booting into recovery right now. We actually had two Mac OS files because that one came from another Mac. But I'm just gonna go ahead and format that hard drive and then clone it onto that. Because I don't need the that other hard drive. I have another one for that computer. So disk utility. And then Mac OS base system. What is that? Capacity 110 megabytes. So I don't know what that is, but we're gonna take the 750 gig right here, which has 2 partitions on it actually, and we're going to erase it. Hope I didn't need anything on that hard drive. No, I'm kidding, I didn't. We're going to go ahead and take the videos partition off. We don't need that. And then we're going to go ahead and make it oh no, we don't want to do that. Go ahead and make it the regular size again. And it's going to do that. Then we're going to go to Macintosh HD right here. Restore. Source is going to be Macintosh HD to that Macintosh HD. So I'm going to let it do that. It might take a little while because of it. Yeah, it's going to take about 14 minutes. So I'm going to come back when that's done. Okay guys, it's just about finished. One thing I want to say, I forgot to take the screws off that hard drive and use the ones they included. I actually need those screws to put the other hard drive back in my Mac. So I actually have to do that. I have to take it out and do that, but I'm not going to do that right now. I closed my MacBook up. I'm not using it right now. I'm not going to use it for a while, so I'll get those later on when I need them, but I put all my screws in a drawer and everything, so it's just gonna finish. Okay, it's done. So this one seems like it has the OS on it. So let's go ahead and erase this one and label it storage. I'm gonna name it storage 2 because I have a hard drive named storage. So that should erase the OS off the main drive. And when I restart this, one of two things is going to happen. It's either going to boot like it has an SSD, or it's not going to boot at all. So cross your fingers. Here we go. Just started it up. Okay, there's a good sign. Come on. Come on. Usually my SSD booted a little faster on my laptop. Excuse me. So maybe it'll boot a little faster the next time, but we're going to go into the preferences and check and see if it is actually booting to the right hard drive. The downloads folder is empty, so... Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it looks like it just had to load everything. Yeah, it looks like it's just having to load everything on the new hard drive because it says loading application. Okay, they're there. So let's check our hard drives. That's memory. So 160. Well, that hard drive right here is erased, so I'm assuming it booted off the SSD. So I'm gonna pause this real quick, turn it off, and reboot it because it might just had to add the OS to the It might have just had to add the OS to the SSD. Okay, so it just shut down. I'm gonna go ahead and boot it back up right now. 3, 2, and 1. Just started it up. Seems like it bonged a little bit faster there. The way this hard drive works is it recognizes your most commonly used applications and puts them on the SSD. So it may take a while of actually using the computer and booting it before it is actually fully added to the solid state portion of the hard drive, since it is a hybrid drive. Yeah, it definitely booted faster that time. It comes up over here, by the way. So, looks like she's working good now. Tomorrow, oh yeah, it logged in a lot faster. Tomorrow I will have a RAM upgrade. I'm upgrading to 2 gigs, yeah, to 8 gigs of RAM, Right here, you know, I have 6 gigs right now, so I'm upgrading to 8 tomorrow. So this is Colin with iApple Reviews. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more tech videos and reviews.